Welcome back to our last episode of our Krakow experience.
So we're now heading for our little attraction today. So this is on Jane's wish list. So we'll be crossing one off her list and my list as well, to be honest.
So this is approximately 180 years old, and it's the oldest greenhouse specimen in Europe.
So we've just had one of the best meals, I have to say, from a quality perspective. And it was £69 for three of us. That's just crazy.
And we're waiting in anticipation to capture it coming to life. Yeah, so the difference is if you, and it's the same in Venice, it's the same worldwide, I'm sure.
It is the same.
But if you have a drink in the square,
and underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
now a bit later we've got an exciting activity lined up, so please don't miss out on that. But first, the calm before the adrenaline rush.
Today we're escaping the busy streets of the Old Town to visit the Botanical Garden of the university.
And Stu's literally just said he thinks this was it.
I don't know what gave it away.
It's the oldest botanical garden in Poland, founded back in 1783.
So the entrance isn't obvious, but it's the big building to the right of the glass, and then you have to go right there where the green arrow is, you'll see. So we're just going to have a lazy morning this morning because we've got an event a bit later on, which is exciting, so hang out for that. One of Jane's passions is to, or bucket list items, is later on, so stay tuned for that. A series of art collections.
So this is approximately 180 years old, and it's the oldest greenhouse specimen in Europe. It's 14 metres and it can grow to 21 metres. And it lives in there.
That's got no roots, well, no ground roots. It's an airborne plant.
It was originally designed as a French Baroque park. The garden is now a lush 9.6 hectare sanctuary, housing over 5,000 plant species from across the globe.
Look at this plant here, Em. Look at that. Look how perfect, sir.
Okay.
It's like a watering can.
Oh my god.
It's a lily, type of lily, I think. It's a bit more humid in here.
This peaceful refuge offers a perfect retreat from Krakow's bustling historic centre, where history meets nature in every corner. Jane loves plants, and Emma is starting to follow the same passion, I think.
And is it just me, or do lily pads look like perfect dishes on water? So apparently, because of the structure underneath, they're very strong. This was in 1999. I think she's about 7, and she very easily sat on it. No problem. I bet they'd have been gutted if it had sunk. The garden was established to support medical and botanical studies, and it remains a revered centre for science, art and natural beauty. The majestic 230-year-old Jagiellonian oak takes centre stage. So you can see a big difference in the old one to the new one that they've done. It's just as hot in here as it is outside.
I'm having to take this fairly quickly because the they've decided to have what they want, which is a drink, a couple of lattes, and then I've had this, and then they're all coming in like a couple of ravens.
And I think you don't even have to be into your gardening, as it's simply enjoyable just walking round the garden in the dapple shade, away from the noise of the city. The grounds are extensive, and I can imagine that it's really easy to get lost in them.
So that was a nice little stop off this morning at the Botanical Gardens. We enjoyed that. Got a bit of shade, but some fantastic specimens. It's at the university there, so I suspect that's probably why all the plants are really good. So if you're into your plants or just somewhere to go and stay for a while, it costs us only £4.36 each, which is again nothing, as we're finding out in Krakow is really good value for money. So we're now heading for our little attraction today. So this is on Jane's wish list, so we'll be crossing one off her list and my list as well, to be honest. So we'll show you in a minute where we're to. We've just gone to the outskirts. It's taken us about probably 40 minutes from the centre, well, probably 30 minutes from the centre to the outlying area. Right, the tram just gets to this place within a 10-minute walk.
That's just some more
That's where we are. Em wants to fire a Kalashnikov. Get it off her list. So Emma's gone for package 2, which is the Uzi, Scorpion and Glock, because she doesn't want to hurt her shoulder. That's the main reason for choosing that. Jane has gone for, was it 5, Jane?
VIP.
The VIP, which is 50 shots, and that's a Kalashnikov, an AR-15, an Uzi, Shadow and a shotgun. And I've gone for the top package, the 7 package, which is a Magnum, Kalashnikov, an AR-15, an Uzi, a Glock and a shotgun.
I wish I could give you up, but you're my new favorite drug. Enter into my blood, run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy. You take a hold of me. You take a hold of I wish I could give you up, but you're my new favorite drug. Enter into my blood, run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy. You take a hold of me. You take a hold of me.
Mine was 6 and 3. What was yours, Em?
2 and 4.
Oh my god.
That's mine.
Oh god. How'd you get them down?
Just gently.
Is that yours? Oh, you did all right, Em.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. That was great fun, that was. I really enjoyed that, didn't we?
It was great. I couldn't get over how heavy the guns were
Yeah.
and how much my hand was shaking, but it wasn't because I was nervous, it was just trying to keep the gun up.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
Oh, were you?
I think the 2 that kicked the most for me was the Kalashnikov really kicks,
Yeah.
and the Magnum. I had the Magnum revolver, and
Yeah.
that really kicks. That does.
But not as much as I thought it was,
Yeah.
because I was expecting it, and I don't think it was as bad as I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be. My arms are just killing me now.
You were fighting quite fast when you shit.
I know.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I was in the moment.
Yeah, it was a bit of a one-off thing, so we wouldn't normally spend that, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Very good. It's professionally done as well.
Really
professionally
done, yeah.
So we're in the Jewish quarter at the moment. We're just looking for a restaurant, something to eat tonight. So I think there's an Italian that's down here. So we're going to try that. Might not work out. It's really pleasant. I never feel unsafe in Krakow at all. So that's something that Jane and I have noted, that we never feel as though we shouldn't be here or shouldn't be in a place. Most of the time it's really clean. 99% of the time it's really clean. So it's a lot of thumbs up, I have to say. So over there is an Italian restaurant we've seen online. So we're looking for a restaurant that has some vegetarian options because Emma's vegetarian. It's probably a bit more difficult, I would say. That's the only thing we've noticed. There's not a huge choice, although one of the restaurants we've been to 2 or 3 times has been really good, to be honest. So we're just going to try this Noglio restaurant, Italian restaurant. So that's my starter, that's the ravioli. Emma's had, that looks a really nice pizza.
Goat's cheese and red
And what is that?
This is
Pappardelle, veal
pappardelle.
pappardelle. This is unbelievable.
So is this, to be honest with you.
I've had duck. Is it ravioli? No, it's not ravioli. Is it?
It's more like Phil Castle.
It's duck. Yeah, Phil Pass. I can't remember what it's called now. Looks really tasty. That's got nuts on it, so you
It
can't
has,
have
so
that.
I couldn't have it,
Do you
no.
want to taste it or not?
No, I bloody don't, thank you. Are you trying to kill me?
I tell you what, the pasta is so thin.
I've never seen
really,
duck in ravioli.
That's really nice. So we've just had one of the best meals, I have to say, from a quality perspective. And it was £69 for 3 of us. That's just crazy. You know, that was 2 rounds of drinks, main courses. I had a starter. So just coming outside, 15-20 minutes outside the main areas in Krakow, on the tram, finding out a local restaurant, you will just get more value for money. So definitely do that. Really, really good value. We're pretty tired, so despite the public transport, you still have to see the city by doing a lot of walking. The trams provide a respite, however, and it's nice to sit back and just watch the city go by.
We're out later this evening, and once again the square takes on a life of its own that you want to make sure that you experience.
Our channel relies on your continued support, so liking and subscribing really helps, and it's all free. We're also on social media, and if you want to support us further, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, or simply scan the QR code on the screen to take you there.
Well, what a memorable day.
Looks like a tour coach stayed overnight, and I think people slept on it as well. What a great way to see Europe. Well, a baguette had to be consumed at some stage during our visit, of course. After a late night, we're having a slower start today.
Today we've taken the tram to the south of the square to visit the Wawel Royal Castle area. Wawel Royal Castle in Krakow is a historic royal residence dating back to the 11th century. It was the home of Poland's most important monarchs from the 11th to the 17th centuries, and served as a political and cultural centre of the nation, hosting many coronations and royal events. The castle's architecture uniquely blends Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance and Baroque styles due to the numerous expansions and reconstructions over the centuries. The castle once housed the Crown Treasury and Armoury with royal insignia, weaponry and priceless treasures. Its underground chambers were used to safeguard artworks during World War II. It's located on the Wawel Hill overlooking the Vistula River.
Today we're happy just to soak in the atmosphere from the outside.
There is a legend that a Prince Krakow supposedly defeated a dragon living in nearby caves, and here is the sculpture. And we're waiting in anticipation to capture it coming to life.
We've been invaded by the Yellow Shirt Brigade.
I guess it's a way not to lose anyone.
Oh, here he goes again.
We make our way back to the centre and wander through the very safe streets of Krakow.
I actually wonder how much international bird trade whistling actually goes on these days. We stumble across an outdoor market. It looks quite busy this morning. At the one end of the market there's all the food stalls, and as ever our mind turns to food.
When we hear it, so apparently it's a bugler. Bugler? I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Stu's not convinced, but he goes round every hour. She had seen him. The lady I was talking to did see him at the 12 o'clock. But she said he'd gone round the other side. So we just stood here watching, waiting. But because we don't know where we're looking, I think it must be that walkway up there.
Well, that was a bit of a fail, but apparently he does exist, although you can only see him through a window at times, I believe. Let us know if you ever see him.
And we find a nice place for lunch.
It's very nice. There's more.
No, I'm alright. Only because I won't eat my main course. So that's a duck pate.
So it looks quite dense.
It is, but it's really nice.
What's that, veggie burger? I've gone for the lighter one out of all of them. Tagliatelle and prawn tagliatelle, that is.
It's like quinoa and bean, apparently.
We unfortunately have to say goodbye to Emma, who needs to catch her plane.
So it's our last morning in Krakow, but also our last morning in Poland, which is we're pretty sad about that, really, aren't we?
It's. I suppose the good news is it's given us a taster.
Yeah, I think
That we'll definitely.
I think we'll be back. There's no two ways about it. Feels like there's lots
We
of
haven't
unfinished
visited
business.
anywhere we wouldn't be back, really, have we? But
Interestingly though, sometimes we go to cities we say, well, they're nice, but we wouldn't go back. But we were talking yesterday, and we said, would we come back to Krakow? And,
we would.
And I think just ambling through the streets, it's one of those places where you could just amble through the streets. You don't have to just come for the destination, for the attractions and things. And there are a few things we haven't seen. We haven't been to the salt mines. There's a couple of things.
Yeah, we didn't go to the salt mines.
But I think we'd come back again though, wouldn't we?
Definitely.
But Poland, we've only seen the south. Well, we've seen bits of the south.
Yeah.
It's very clean. People are really super friendly. I mean, I can't believe how clean Krakow is, to be honest. There's no rubbish at all.
It's almost a bit like the Truman. Is it the Truman Show? That film. You know, it's so perfect.
Yeah.
That it's almost like it was made to be that way.
Yeah.
It's really
very respectful. I always find it's very respectful, and the public system in Krakow, the public transport system in Krakow is just spot on. It's like the trams are sort of every 10 minutes. I think the only time we waited was yesterday.
Yesterday we were waiting to come home, and it was like, oh God, 8 minutes. We were like, okay, we need to have a rain check here, because we were so used to literally waiting 1, 2, 4 minutes, and we were like, 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
We've been lucky with the weather.
The weather's been good, but there's been lots of shade in the city anyway. You can find the shade.
And we found a couple of great bars that you perhaps wouldn't necessarily come across, and a few restaurants. So
I think if you eat in the square, it's like anything else. That's the main tourist area. It's more expensive. That said, it's not that much more. It's probably more home prices. But if you go down the side streets like you normally do in the outskirts, we found some fantastic places, even if it's a tram ride away. They don't cater us for vegetarians as well as some countries do.
Emma reckons she's going to move here and open a vegetarian restaurant.
Yeah, she thinks she'd do well. But we found two good, probably local restaurants. They were at sort of 50s lotties per main course, really, whereas if you go in the square they're 70, 75, I think.
Yeah, so the difference is if you, and it's the same in Venice, it's the same worldwide, I'm sure.
It is the same.
But if you have a drink in the square, it will cost you, let's say, 25.
It was 25.
But if you go one street back, it was £10 cheaper. It was £15. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, the price everywhere you go in Poland, obviously the cost of living here, but it's a noticeable difference. You go food shopping, we're just, we're having 2 bags, and compared to what we pay in the UK or elsewhere, it's good.
Normally in the UK, I'm saying to Stu, guess how much that costs? Those 3 bags, guess how much they cost? And it'd be like, oh, I don't know, 20 quid, 30 quid. I'm like 55 quid. But now I'm coming out and saying, guess how much this costs? But in a good way, it's just the food is...
I think the campsite has been absolutely perfect for us. It's literally within 2 minutes of the tram, straight in. One tram straight in. I don't think there's that many campsites, but this is really good, and we felt secure. We just left there. I haven't even thought about Harry, to be honest, when we left. So number one, it's secure, and we're in the shade. It's got power.
Lovely.
And it's clean.
The showers are clean.
You can't. Clean. It's just. Nice. It's really good actually. So big thumbs up to them, and they're very the people that
really nice,
it,
very helpful.
Very helpful.
So why do you think Poland isn't like as popular? Is it the distance to get here, or?
It may be, and I just think it hasn't quite got out there. Possibly. Maybe it's more known within Europe and not the UK. I think the UK, they tend to go France, Spain. They go south, don't they?
Yeah.
For the sun, we've been lucky with the sun. But just driving through the back lanes and seeing
lovely.
Rural Poland has been quite nice. Just driving, actually.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it there for now, having had the best few days in Krakow. So whether you're travelling here in a motorhome or campervan, or simply flying in for a city break, you'll enjoy what this fantastic city has to offer.
You are